That is a Hispanic household.
Hey, welcome to the Council of Comments, Film Box Office and News. We'll see you guys in a minute.
I think my legs might be broken, but I'll try to stand up. Ah! Yes, they are broken.
What's good, Council of Comics? Welcome to the Film and Box Office News Live Podcast, episode number 81. Oh, the spy who shagged me, ladies and gentlemen. Give me that!
The world is mine!
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis.
What is good, Council of Comics? Welcome to the Film and Box Office News Live Podcast, episode number 81 on this April 7th, 2024. It's been a week off. We're back doing this film business. Thank everybody for tuning in. If you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. And as always, we have the loyal council, green shirt guy, Cliff, C. Bizzle, and Phil is at a baseball game watching us right now. So enjoy that baseball game. How you guys doing?
First and foremost, I want to just say this movie, R.I.P. Jerry Springer.
Oh, yeah.
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 It was part of my childhood, well, my teenage years.
Yeah, Jerry Springer brought a lot of love. A lot of love to a lot
I
of
remember before when Jerry Springer was the boring show.
Yes,
Before
same
they
here.
started doing all the crazy stuff. I remember.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to remember that. I also remember when he was the mayor of Cincinnati.
Yes.
Wow.
And
I
remember
that.
what the scandal was that got him out of office?
No.
He was paying for women of the street, and he got caught because he paid for it with a check.
Oh my God. Adults. Let's say what's up to Las Cruces. He's in the house. Thank you for joining us from New Mexico, Las Cruces. Big Lion Cat 646 saying what up from Pennsylvania. Thank you for joining us. John's Comics with Kids. Yo. What's good? Thank you for joining us. Black Crown Comics is also in the house. Thank you. And Cliff, Black Crown Comics says, what are we cooking up, Cliff?
Pasta with asparagus and a garlic sauce.
Asparagus.
You know, I like asparagus.
Spare me the asparagus.
He just wants his pee to smell funny tomorrow.
That's because you haven't had a real man cook for you. That's why.
Wow. Shots fired.
Alrighty, shots fired. All right, so let's get into the things that we usually do in the beginning here. Young at Heart Foundation. This is a great organization out in California by our good friend Mike. Faith, trust, belief is their motto. They do great things for kids waiting medical procedures out in California. There are two ways that you can help out with this organization. First way is to become a donor. More than 100,000 people are waiting for a life-saving transplant. You can help by registering as an organ donor today by going to the website and hitting this button right here for Donate at Life of America. The second way you can help is to sponsor a Hope Kit that's 100% tax deductible. They take all the funds and create these nice little gift boxes for the kids. It's great stuff. You want to help out that way or in other ways, give Mike a call at 323-396-9998 or email him at info@youngatheartfoundation.com. Alternative, this is our home away from home where we do all our filming for weekly. We get all our comic books and we come together, we talk, we cry, we laugh, we fight. We do so many things over there. It's run by our good friend Anthony. They have comics, cards, toys. They have the Hudson Valley's biggest selection of comic books. Everything's bagged and boarded. And if you start a pull list with him, no matter where you are, He will take 10% off those books for you. Get in touch with Anthony at 845-233-4234 or email him at alterniverse2@aol.com. And the website is alterniverse.net. They also have card tournaments on the weekend, Pokemon, Lorcana, Magic, and so forth. Get in touch with Anthony. He will give you the schedule for that. On YouTube, we got our channel, Council of Comics 821. We're looking for some more subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe list button right now and become a subscriber. We had a little lax because, I was a little hurt this week. I couldn't do too much, but we did some fun stuff. The guys did a little fun little thing, intro right there. We put up a council conversation. We have tons of other stuff on the channel. Love for you guys just to hit that subscribe button and help out. We also have Cliff on Comics. Cliff, you want to say something about your channel real quick?
We got a channel where I just talk about comics I bought, people I meet buying comics, everything about buying comics, and Crisis Quest, which I'm very proud of. And it takes a lot of time, so I'm basically doing once a month right now. So look forward to one coming towards the end of April. I'm gonna have some special guests. It's gonna be lovely.
Excellent. So like and subscribe to Cliff on Comics. And C Bizzle, you want to say something about your channel?
Yeah, so my channel is right now is mainly unboxings of comic books. You see good books like Avengers 223, Infinity Gauntlet, the new series Rook and Red Coat, stuff like that. I'm doing more different things this year than I have in the years past, like going to cons and actually doing story time videos.
Excellent. Please like and subscribe to Couching and Slouching with C Bizzle. I keep looking over here with the camera over here. Like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all the support. All right. It's been a big week.
Yes.
There's been a lot of things. I've gotten into some arguments. Because,
I've seen that.
There's just trolls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just want to argue with you. Just to
Oh
argue
my
with
lord! Could you not refer to this particular incident as just a troll?
you. Like,
Can we not?
I had no
Because
issue
this was
with
not
it.
just a troll.
I had no issue with this troll, but they just decided they just wanted to say some craziness. And first off, wait a minute. Shout out to Kamaria's in the house. Thank you for joining us. Circumstances in the house. Thank you for joining us. Comic Bulls is in the house. Thank you for joining us. So I'm gonna bring up the first subject that's got everybody going bananas and acting real trolly. I hope you guys are ready. All right, they're real trolly about this. They're real trolly about this.
You gotta stop using that word.
Why? That's what they are.
Because because we're not talking about a standard troll situation. But go ahead.
The Fantastic Four cast Julia Garner as its Silver Surfer. This has got everybody that doesn't know about comic books but acts like they know about comic books going bananas. It's really showing the light, in my opinion, of people who don't really know comic books. They're making videos upon videos upon videos, and all their thumbnails are the same. Why? We still doing this woke stuff? Why? This is that. So I wanted to bring it on here for us to discuss this. She's being cast as Silver Surfer, and to be clear, this is why I don't get people just look at one thing and they don't study stuff. The Fantastic Four of the MCU are going to be from an alternate universe.
Yep.
That's the main subject. She is going to play the Silver Surfer of that universe.
Correct.
Which means there will be a Norrin Rad for the MCU universe.
Also correct.
But they just don't even want to look at that. They don't even want to care about it. They just want to call, we're still doing this woke thing. We're still doing this blah, blah, blah. This movie trash. The same stuff we've seen for the Marvels and all that. So I just like to see, I like to get the council's opinion on this.
Mm-hmm.
So
whoever wants to go first.
Mine's fairly nuanced. I have a bunch of pieces of mine. Just stay with it. I really don't care. I think it's dumb to go to start them in another universe and bring them in. But if you're gonna do that, I'm fine with this. I'm absolutely fine with it. If I have a complaint about choosing this actress, she's a great actress. She was amazing in what was that show with her and Bateman? I'm blanking. Ozark. She's amazing in it. However, she's rail thin. So you're going to have to bulk her up for her to look anything superhero-like. Right?
I mean, but granted, she will be CGI, so that wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, all right.
They could fit it around her body. What I'm saying with CGI.
What I would say to the woke thing is, you can't argue that Disney had done that for a very long time, so that their track record is doing that. So people's reaction, you're correct. There are many people who don't have the comic knowledge across everything that are reacting that way. But playing devil's advocate, again, I don't really care because whatever. That's based on that track record. I think that's where you're getting a lot of that too.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I'm okay with it.
Same. Also, from a business standpoint, dumbass move on their part. Okay? Read the damn room. Read the numbers that are dropping for your theatrical releases. Okay,
yeah, that's true.
I don't agree with people's behavior, and I think a lot of it can get disgusting. But from a business standpoint, why would you do this, you dumbasses? Like, especially when you've developed distrust in the people viewing your stuff, even the people.
But isn't that? I understand
like
what you're saying, but isn't that giving the trolls what they want?
I don't care. You want to make money, or do you want Disney to go bankrupt next week?
Because if you appease them, they're just gonna do this every time.
But the thing is, they keep doing us dirty. Okay, they do what they do, and they're not giving us high quality at the same time.
Granted,
that's it.
I really love the Marvels, and you know that.
I agree on that. It's been subpar quality, but I think this is going to be a new era in Marvel, though.
I agree with Cliff too, and that's not even a thought, but Cliff, we're agreeing more and more. I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's terrifying, but yeah, it's fine.
But I mean, he's absolutely right. From a business standpoint, there's nothing wrong with doing this story, but when you're in a valley with your sales, maybe go with the safe one and then introduce this later.
But what if this story is great though? What if she's only for this movie?
It very
dies
well
in this movie.
It very well may be. It may be the best story they've ever told. However, if you're not going to get anybody to come see it because they're already pissed off on your last 3 or 4 movies, wait to do that. Wait till you, because let's be honest. There's a handful of us that went Guardians of the Galaxy. But all right, I'll go with it. Marvel's got a track record of doing a bunch of good movies in a row. I'll give it a shot, and they knocked it out of the park. So, and then they did that a couple times. So you're like, all right, well, I'll give them a pass, even if one of these is bad. But now they've had a couple in a row. We're like, it was okay, it wasn't great. So,
Comic Cat Collectibles fireworks about to start. Oh boy, circumstances go woke, go broke. Am I right, guys? Iowa goes down. Larry's like, so they're doing the alternate universe first before the main MCU. Yeah, I'll speak about that in a second. Larry's with Green Shirt Guy. Papa Wheelie's in the house, by the way. Say what's up. What up, Papa Wheelie? Papa Wheelie says dumbasses.
Yeah.
Larry's with Cliff also. Larry says, Sam, you have too much trust in the MCU. It's not that I have trust in the MCU. I have a lot of trust in Kevin Feige. And it's coming from a place where they've actually, after the Marvel stopped, they brought everybody to this one place. They actually sat down and they said something went wrong and we're going to fix it right now. And they've canceled projects and everything. And I feel like they're on that path to correcting everything. And I think this is part of that path. Circumstances, I'm down for it. All the crying now won't matter if it's good. Exactly. So let it be good.
That's true. That's true.
So the thing, Larry, I want to get back to what they're doing. Well, what's rumored is that when the Fantastic Four movie starts, the Fantastic Four will be as big as the Avengers in their universe. There'll be a huge super team, super famous, and Galactus will come to try to eat the Earth, and Galactus will eat the Earth, and something will go wrong, causing the Fantastic Four of that universe to be either pushed or something into the MCU 616. That's the story of so far of what that movie is supposed to be. And the reason why they're doing this is because they have plans for Norrin Rad in the MCU 616. But since that's an alternate universe, they wanted to try this, and then she'll probably die fighting Galactus or something in this movie. And then when they meet the new Silver Surfer, they'll be like, "Oh, you're different than the one we've had before."
When there an actor that said that, hey, I thought that was supposed to be me, he tweeted it out and then he immediately deleted it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
forget
is
what
that
his I forget what his name is, but I believe he's the one they cast for Norrin Rad. And they didn't want that to get out just yet, so he got a little confused. Yeah, he put it out there, and so there is going to be a Norrin Rad Silver Surfer. My thing on this is the people that just jump, like they see this and they're like, I don't want. I had a discussion with the guy on Instagram, and he was trying to say, well, I made a post a while ago saying that, you know, that this wasn't going to happen, but if it did happen, I wouldn't care. I'd be happy about it because it would make all you trolls mad. So it came through. So they wanted to bring that thing up, but I had to relate to him. I was like, the reason why these movies are failing are because of people like you, because you don't see the movie, you haven't seen the movie, yet you're telling everybody that it's trash. You're telling everybody that it's garbage, causing people who are not into it like us, who are going to see it anyway, to be like, I'm not going to go spend my money on this. Like,
well,
they're not the total reason.
Because you
they're
and
not
I
the
are gonna
total
see it
reason.
no matter what.
That's what I
You
said.
and I are going to see it no matter what.
That's what I said. We're
Yeah,
going to
but
go
you said
see it.
People like us aren't going to go see it. You and I are going to go see it.
No, I said people
The
like
big
us
public
are
is the
going.
one-
No, I said
Oh.
people like us are going to go see it.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry.
the average person that hears these people talking about this, they're gonna be like, I don't want to see it if it's gonna be like that, and they're responsible for this. Like Cliff said, The Marvels wasn't a bad movie. It should have made
okay.
it should have made a way more than what it did.
But
it
also,
did-
but again, because
But it didn't
of their,
because of that troll atmosphere.
Well, it
no,
should've-
because
it
of their
should've
poor
been
planning
Quantumania.
and execution. Love and Thunder did zero favors for anybody.
Like Quantumania, but I like Quantumania.
I like Quantumania a lot too.
But you got Love and Thunder, you got Quantumania, you got Marvels, bang bang bang, that were all panned. You know, there's a little distrust with the MCU right now.
Oh, and that's totally understandable.
There's the diehards like us are going to spend the money no matter what.
Yeah, totally understandable. And I think a lot of this is going to change once Deadpool and Wolverine come out.
Hear what happens if that movie doesn't do what you think it does.
Do you really think that movie's not going to do well?
I'm not saying
No, do you know what I'm afraid of?
I'm doing
I'm afraid that movie will do very well and be very well received, and they will backpedal to whatever dumb shit has been on their mind and their plate. That's what I'm very worried about. This is not a time to be banking on goodwill. It is not, all right? They need to be strategic,
right.
and I don't care, trolls or no trolls, stop doing dumb shit. You know?
100%.
So, like,
couldn't agree
I
more.
don't know. Maybe they needed that guy. Maybe they needed that guy to slip up and say, "Oh, I thought I was supposed to be Silver Surfer." Maybe they needed that so that they could set the tone for a master plan. But let me tell you, I've given them good faith before and been bitten in the butt. So now I'm just like, hey, just stop being.
But you said you liked the movies. How are you bitten in the butt?
Because I did not like Love and Thunder. The Marvels I love, but the cats is absolutely like horrible for me. I'm glad it happens at the end of the movie, otherwise it would ruin it because it takes me out of the movie. The damn cats.
Are we?
That said, every time I rewatched Love and Thunder, I liked it less to the point where I can't watch it. Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness, I really liked it the first two times.
about that movie.
I liked it the first 2 times. Now I rewatch it and I get mad at every single unthought plot point. You know, again, visually great and acting solid, but like also like the writer didn't even watch all of WandaVision. I was like, guys, like the things that you have not learned the mistakes. Huge mistake in Star Wars. The final script of the first movie wasn't done when you had dude working on the movie number 2. Stop making dumb moves. Just stop.
But all right, I'll give you that. Are we wrong for wanting to expect everything to be amazing?
No.
The thing is, they went too hard too much, too fast. Okay, they gave us show after show, movie after movie, stupidly thinking that they could just capitalize by pushing. They have reached a point where the quantity is more than the quality. They need to really reassess and dial it back more than we got word from Variety magazine that they had a big talk about how they have to address the future. Okay, so now you gotta earn our trust. And
I agree.
Just poking the fire with trolls and everyone else. You know, let's not pretend that Silver Surfer does not have a fandom. The character's over 30 years old. He has a fandom. You know, I mean, yes, it's not the ranks of where Iron Man is now, but Iron Man did not have the ranks he had in 2000 after 2008. Prior to 2008, it's like, who's Iron Man? The Invincible Iron Man, and then Iron Man came out amazing. You know, they got a course correct Black Panther. Black Panther. I love the second movie. I really appreciate it. I understood what was being presented to me. Right. That movie was really about grief and power and war and conflict and oh, it's so deep, right? I know what he did, but when you have the majority of fans screaming, "We want Black Panther," you know, I mean, they set the tone.
I think they messed up there. They should have,
so that we have a potential future Black Panther.
I think they should have recast
cool.
it. They should have recast.
But yeah, they should recast. When you look back, as disrespectful as it may have been,
you don't think they should have recast it?
I initially thought that, but once I saw what they did, I'm fine with it. I'm 100%.
No, I'm okay with what
they did. Was
did.
Brilliant, but
I'm
okay with how it was received.
But well, yeah, what
I think
Chadwick Boseman. I think Chadwick Boseman would have been more of recast. You can't. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
You know, but again, we are also asking too much of human beings, right? The people involved, they are still recovering from the loss of someone that they worked with, got to know, got to befriend, right? So asking them to do a movie with a recast might have been a lot to ask of this large group of individuals, right?
I mean, and let's be honest here too. They soft recast some of the Avengers already.
Yes.
It was not well received. You know, in the comics, Sam becomes Captain America. We all know that.
Yeah.
Does everybody know that? No, and that pissed off a lot of people. I think it's stupid, but it pissed off a lot of people. So they're probably going, they didn't like when we did this, they didn't like when we did this. Let's leave back Black Panther alone.
Okay. Larry says Black Panther 2 without Black Panther. Love and Thunder Disney Plus shows, Marvel's Eternals, certain parts of Doctor Strange 2, some parts of Ant-Man 2, not good.
I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed Eternals.
And Larry says the Cliff, Black Panther 2 was garbage.
No.
See, that's look at that. Look at it was that was a beautiful freaking movie, okay? You can't tell me that was garbage, like the plot sucks.
Yeah. But that's the thing with the whole community. Everybody has a different opinion, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, who you go for? How do you know who you're gonna please?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the thing is, you got the feedback, right? You got the worldwide feedback. Start planning. Plan hard.
All right.
You know, get ready and get people excited. Now, mind you, it is true. They took a major blow from Jonathan Majors. That was bad for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will give them that.
Yeah.
And like Sam said, I remember when they were talking about they was going to cut back on all these movies and is more quality than quantity now. So that's what I'm hoping with this Fantastic Four movie. And if it goes the same way you said, Sam, like they get knocked into the 616 universe, that'd be great. And then that could be the forewarning of Galactus that he took out our multi-universe. Now he might take over ours. Well, yours.
Like the latest rumor is that what Marvel plans to do is destroy the 616 with Secret Wars, and then after Secret Wars, bring all these universes together in a cohesive universe. Like this,
so they're doing Battle World.
Yeah, that's basically what they're doing.
Now, do they make Doom God or do they not make Doom God?
Doom is supposed to be in Fantastic Four.
Well, no, I'm saying when they do the full, everything does this.
Yeah, like God Emperor Doom. You're talking about,
Right.
right? Yeah, I would think so. You know what I mean? Because
That'd
that's
be interesting. Now, did they cast Doom? Do we know?
No,
they have, but they have not told anybody who it is
So
yet.
for me, my Doom, and I don't, them may do not. They probably won't do this. For me, my Doom is a very good-looking guy who has a real small scar here, and that's why he wears the mask, because he's so vain that he thinks he's ugly over this little nothing.
That's one of my favorite Doom
And
wars.
they've done that in the comics, so that's my Doom. If they probably won't do that. They'll probably do something who's horribly disfigured, a la Phantom of the Opera, and that's fine. But that's my Doom. That's my favorite one.
My guess is that they're gonna change Avengers 5, the Kang thing, and that Doom
Have to at this point.
he'll
right?
come in at the end of that to like destroy whatever Kang Council, and then he'll be the major villain for the Secret Wars that come up. I mean, that's what I think. Comic Cat Collectibles, the only thing that was complete trash from MCU was She-Hulk and Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion wasn't bad. I didn't.
They were
like the whole
decent.
thing.
They were decent.
I didn't like the end.
It was. That's the thing, but it didn't live up to what it could have been, right? It didn't go anywhere. Nick Fury ends that series beating up with his wife. When we next see him in freaking the Marvels, no mention of the wife, no mention of Secret Invasion, and Carol is partly responsible for displacing a whole other group of Skrulls, and we're just not going to discuss it in that film.
Well,
Poor planning.
But to be fair, a handful of these Disney Plus Marvel shows, we don't fully get where it is on the timeline. Because tell me where Moon Knight is.
Yeah.
Nobody.
You know where it is on the timeline? Dumbassery. That's where it is on the timeline. The part where it's dumbassery, that's where
That's word of the day, dumbassery.
Dumbassery. I love this stuff. I want to love this stuff. I want us all to love it. I want us all to enjoy it. I want it to be everything to everyone, but at the same time, I can't deny certain things. Like dumbasses, don't do this shit out of order. You're playing games with us. Things like that.
All right.
Yeah, when they did the phase 1, it was out of order because we didn't get Captain America.
There was complete warning. There was complete warning. You were told exactly where things were landing on the timeline. Everyone knew Captain America was going to take place in the past. There was no secret about it.
Well, it seems
I
got what I expected from this subject. It's all over the place pretty much. Did anybody watch this?
Shit, when I'm the one in the group telling you that they gotta wake up and pull it together, they fucked up. You know it.
Oh yeah, because when Cliff says it, you know it, right?
Well, that's what I knew that. I knew the Mad Web movie was gonna be bad, but when Cliff had nothing good to say about it, I'm like, this must be real bad.
Facts.
Who watched the season finale of Invincible?
I haven't watched it.
Oh my goodness!
I have not.
This was great. This was really, really good. You have to watch it. We literally, like me and Kamara are watching it, and there was breathtaking moments like, oh my god, this, oh my god, oh my god. He has little fun moments where he jumps around to other people's universes. He kind of meets like Spider-Man and Batman and all that. He goes into the Walking Dead universe. But it's basically Invincible. He figured out that he needs to learn how to control himself, or else he is going to become like his dad. And is that Wayne Brady that does that voice, Cliff?
For who?
Arms. What's his name? Levi, the villain.
Oh, for the villain? I don't know. I forgot to look.
Sounds just like Wayne Brady.
It could be, but shame on me for forgetting to look.
My favorite part about that show is, and I had never finished season 1 just because I got busy, is the fact that Reginald Bell Johnson plays the principal.
Principal Reginald Bell Johnson.
I love it.
All right, so we won't talk too much because nobody here has really seen it, but Invincible is pretty dope. You gotta go watch that. All right, well, let's get into the box office this week.
Alexa, stop.
Godzilla versus Kong, the new Empire, still at number 1 with 31 million. It did drop 30.
See that?
It dropped 60% though.
That's okay, but you see that? You see how somebody knows how to please their audience?
Right?
Exhibit A. Exhibit A.
Give them what
Yeah.
they want.
I hear good things about it. I hear it's very simple, and they just, just a lot of kaiju fighting around.
Yeah,
Exactly, because that's what you want when you hear Godzilla. I mean, Godzilla Minus One was a very special imported treat that was a miracle on a smaller budget, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. But when it comes to this, Godzilla X Kong, that's it. Godzilla times Kong. It's great.
Did anybody here see it?
A couple people who worked on it said it was good.
No, none of us have seen it.
No, I saw it. It's fine. You know?
I'll eventually see it because you guys know Gabe. Two of you know Gabe. My 7-year-old is huge in the Godzilla movies. That's his thing. We started watching Monarch. I'm like, I don't know if this might be too much. He's like, no, let's keep going. I'm like, all right.
Monkey Man debuted at number 2 with a 10 million opening. That's a Dave Patel, which he wrote, directed, produced everything in that movie.
Yes, he did. Yes.
Broke his arms, legs, got eye infections, did everything.
Pink eye?
Yeah, but I hear I hear the movie's great. I hear it's a great movie.
Now that I want to see.
Ghostbusters still at number 3, only made 9 million, dropped 42%. I think it's been a disappointing outing for Ghostbusters. People aren't really going to see it.
I still gotta go see that.
Yeah, I want to see it because I am a Ghostbusters fan.
I want to see it too, but you know what? We're garbage for not going to see it and support that movie. We really are, because we should be the first ones out there. We should.
That's true, but
and to make it worse, the way everyone's like, it was fine. It was fine. When you keep hearing it was fine, it doesn't encourage you to go running out to the theater to watch it.
Yeah.
Dune Part 2 is at number 6. Me and Kamari went to see Dune last night.
Great, right? Whoa.
He's not the only person I heard say that.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into Dune, Dune, it's probably really phenomenal. But
I never read the books.
Most of the time, we were sitting there like, "What the hell is going on?" Like,
did you rewatch the first one though?
Yeah, we watched the first one too.
No, before you went, did you rewatch it?
No. We didn't rewatch.
See, if you watch it, you'll remember where all the characters.
Yeah, it was just very I don't know. Like it's like Star Wars, but without the space. You know what I mean? Like it's like this intergalactic thing going on, but you don't really see a lot of intergalactic stuff. It's just really on this one planet.
I don't know. I feel like it's Game of Thrones in outer space. You know, with a heavy splash of the Bible, and you just go wild with it. I mean, I love it. It's absolutely insane, and it's fantastic.
I saw people like comparing it, like calling it one of the greatest sequels of all time, and I was like, that's a stretch. That's a stretch.
For that series, it's difficult to argue.
Like comparing it to like Empire Strikes Back, like
different though. It's different,
but they're completely different. This one, we're lucky that there's action, because really, although there's action in the books, it's mostly a heavy duty, like prophetic political drama, you know?
Yeah.
And so
I didn't like the fact that we realized that he was just playing. He was playing them all along. The Chalamet guy. He was playing. He was playing them the whole time.
I think he just finally accepted his fate.
I think he fell in love with Zendaya, but his plan was not to really do what they wanted him to do. His plan was to become the emperor.
No, only when he realized it was too late. At the end of the first movie, he realizes the choice he should have made was lost. He made the wrong choice already, and that's it. That was the only timeline where he could have backed out of this, and he blew it. And that happens in the first movie. In this one, he has to accept his fate, because all those visions, all those ones, and all 14.5 billion outcomes of the multiverse, that he blew the one chance.
And if you notice, he's kind of fighting it the whole time, because he keeps going, I'm not going to go south. I'm not going to
he doesn't even want to kill the dude. He doesn't want to kill the dude who's supposed to be his friend. And he ends up having to kill him because he already blew the chance.
Well, here's the part that got me in Kamaria, though. This is the part that got me in Kamaria. If the prophecy is fake, right?
It's not, though. It ends up not being, though.
But that's what I mean. If the prophecy was something that they made up to get this going, the whole water of life thing, how is that even happening? See, I think
because his ecologist great-grandfather is the one who discovered it, and because the people on that planet have their legends and lore and religion have been outfitted by the Bene Gesserits.
Yeah,
they're like, oh my God, this guy is talking about bringing paradise to our world. And that's where it begins. And this is why I'm pissed off, because that scene that I'm talking about is not in any movie, and it should be. That is in the appendices of the first book. It's called The Ecology of Dune. And it is amazing and sets the whole tone for everything. The other thing is Zendaya's mother, they do not address her as who she truly is, or the fact that she's a Bene Gesserit in the first movie. In the first book.
Oh, wow. So that's a big point right there.
Yeah, but I know they do it. No, but Reacher guy, what I'm saying is they don't tell the audience, they show the audience, and like I'm sitting with people that I have to explain to, and I know that we shouldn't have to explain everything in a movie, but sometimes you gotta tell people. You gotta be like, yo, look what's up here. She doesn't speak the line that she speaks in the book, right? The line she speaks in the book is the prophecy that lets his mom know that, oh shit, we're on that planet. She just said, if I'm the one sent here to save them, oh no, like that's a big deal in the book. You know, oh look, Phil's treehouse is down. Like the prophecy was manufactured, but the bloodline manipulation was real. Very true.
Yeah.
And I love how pissed the Bene Gesserit are. They're like, whoa. Why is it that we put our eggs in 2 baskets and now we're going to have them fight to the death? I love that.
Well, I also love, too, that their whole plan was never to have it be a male, too. They're like, we wasted all these resources for it to be a guy. It should have been a female this whole time. If we had just
I know, I love it. I love how it all happened.
I'm guessing that the third movie is supposed to be a time jump, right?
No, it's got to be a battle for that planet.
There's no time jump?
Not after the third one. The third one will not be a time jump. So I'm assuming movies 3 and 4 will be.
I thought it was only 3. Holy
crap. There's like 6, 7 books.
Well, I know that, but I didn't. Wow. Okay.
No, but they did approve 2 more movies. They approved 2 more movies.
Hey.
It's Dune, Messiah, and then Children of Dune.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think they could do it.
We'll see.
It's epic in nature.
Again, Phil's Treehouse knows. Third movie is book 2 of the series. Time jump is between book 3 and 4. There you go, man. There you go.
All right.
And it looks gorgeous. You can't argue that.
No.
It looks phenomenal.
I also love when they go to the planet, the Harkonnen planet.
Black and white.
And how it's like negative space.
Yeah. They filmed that in a different camera. They filmed it in a camera that would make it look just like that. But yeah, visually stunning. Oh, aggressively relaxed. What else? He says there are 23 Dune books. My goodness.
There's no way they're doing that.
They're not doing that.
There's no way they're doing that.
No.
But now that I've seen part 2, I have to see part 3 because I need some kind of like. What do you call it? I need some fulfillment.
I thought they were doing 3. I didn't realize they were going to keep going. That's wild.
Yes, they make money, man. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Someone Like You debuted at number 7. Wicked Little Letters, number 8. Arthur the King, Immaculate, Late Night with the Devil, Love Lies Bleeding, Imaginary, In the Land of Saints. All right, so that's basically your top
Like
10.
You?
Someone Like You is.
If I see the poster, I'll probably know right away.
Based on the novel by number 1 Times best-selling author Karen Casey. Someone is an achingly beautiful love story. After the tragic loss of his best friend, a grieving young architect launches a search. Oh my goodness! We saw the commercial for this where we thought, "What the hell is this?" So his girlfriend dies, but he finds out that the girlfriend has a twin.
So he's gonna go.
So he goes to find the twin, and then he starts falling in love. They both fall in love again. We were like, "What the heck?"
Creepy, right?
I was like, "Who thought of this?"
Pass.
Crazy.
I'm passing on that one.
Oh my god, that was real cringe.
Well, that's like old school. Like that was the thing back in like way back when. If you were many families had multiple children, right? So like if you're the younger brother of so let's just for example, I'm the older brother. Sam, you're my younger brother, and I pass away, and you're not married. The idea was you're supposed to marry my wife, so everybody would still remain whole and carry on the bloodline, and she wouldn't starve and the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was not unusual back then.
Yeah.
But to go find her twin sister, that's kind of messed up.
That's pretty cringe. All right, your homework for this week, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by Green Shirt Guy. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my God, this movie.
Oh, 1999. It's a movie directed by Jay Roach, written by Mike Myers once again. Dr. Evil is back and has invented a new time machine that allows him to go back to the 1960s and steal Austin Powers' mojo, inadvertently leaving him shagless.
I love the opening of this because it's just clearly a spoof of Bond, because that song that's playing in the background is 100% a Bond theme.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for him to yell Thunderball or something like that.
The beginning was funny when you find out that the leading lady from the last movie was just a fembot.
Because she didn't want to come back.
Yeah, but she came back for the beginning of the movie. Like,
I think they filmed that scene during the filming of the last one and was on the cutting room floor.
Oh.
I wouldn't be shocked if that's what happened. I don't think she came back just for that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's
it would make sense if you're filming all this stuff and then the ending's different, and then you're like, "No, we'll end it here instead."
Yeah.
He gets his teeth fixed in this movie,
right?
But it's funny when he goes back to 1960.
Yes.
His teeth come back.
Reverts. Yeah.
and he immediately goes. I also love when Dr. Evil goes to go back in the past and he runs into the thing and just goes, "So not turned on then?"
For 1999, this was pretty good.
Yeah,
it had some pretty good effects for 1999.
And the funny thing is, this is gonna be an omission for myself. I hate time travel in movies. I can't stand it.
Really?
There's only
oh my God! Don't say that in front of Papa. Don't say that.
There's only a few movies that I'm okay with, but for the most part, no, I don't like time travel at all.
I did love that before he goes back into the past, Basil basically says, Don't think too much. Your brain will turn into
Hey, when he said that, I said, he's talking to me.
Right?
He's talking to me. I said, okay, I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy this. And I did. I can't remember how much I laughed. Like, I thought the first one was funny, but this one is funnier than the first one.
I think this one's better than the first one too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It had a lot of new things in it, like Mini-Me.
Mini-Me, yeah.
Mini-Me was a big part of that. Fat Bastard was a part of this. Him doing the songs.
Yes.
He didn't really do the songs in the first one. He did the two songs. That was pretty funny. He stepped it up for the sequel.
Yeah.
He stepped it up.
How does that feel, baby?
Oh man, the Jerry Springer scenes was great.
Yeah.
Just when Dr. Evil came and he said, "We found your father." The whole Dr. Evil taking a sip of the mojo, and what happened transpired after that.
Yes. Yeah. And then Frau Disney with her hair down.
Yeah, I was like, is that a mullet?
I will never love another man. Actually, that's true.
True.
Scott is back in this one.
Yeah.
Hey, that was the origin of Scott's birth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. what other things in this?
Oh,
Heather Graham is now the leading lady for
Yes.
this movie. She won't be back.
No. Well, how about when they catch them at one point and Fat Bastard comes in and kind of owns up, or not owns up, but spills the fact that they, you know, they slept together, and he's going on and on and on. And Dr. Evil goes, all right, that's enough. Because that's just gross.
Yeah.
But he also, like, I like the times where, like, Mike Myers shines through with, like, his acting when he was Fat Bastard, and he was like, he was explaining, I eat because I'm unhappy, and I'm unhappy because I eat. Like, I felt that. I was like, yo, that's
and that's one of my favorite parts of that too.
Those little moments like that are great.
It's crazy when everybody tried to describe the rocket as it was going through space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And there's a lot of actors in those too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So it was hilarious. That's what I said. There's a lot of new stuff in here that made it funnier than the first one.
Well, how about when he's trying to convince Heather Graham to go back to the future with him? She's like, well, but I'll miss the 60s and the 70s. He's like, or the 70s and the 80s. He's like, well, all you're going to miss is a gas shortage and a flock of seagulls. That's it.
All right, I have to pause. I have to mute you because you're metal clanging.
I also what made me laugh too is when Dr. Evil's finally on the moon, and he's like, I'm gonna, if you don't give me the $100 billion, I'm gonna start blowing up cities. And Tim Robbins as the president, I got some nukes here. Let me fire one of them. You can't blow up the moon. He goes, it's the moon. Would you miss it? Would you?
I don't even know in the third one. What did they say that happens to Heather Graham? They don't even mention it, right?
I don't know if they bring her up in the third one. That's a good question. It's been a while.
They do not bring her up
this week.
They don't bring her up. Okay.
Okay. Pop, I don't have no problem with Back to the Future. One of the few films of time travel that I didn't really have a problem because it was solely based on time travel, not like we have to go back in time. You know, like only other movie that I'm okay with is Avengers Endgame because they had to.
What about Terminator?
Which one to go? When did they go back to the future on that one?
Well, they go back in time. That's what causes the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Didn't care for that one too much.
That's the whole premise of Terminator.
Yeah.
Dr. Evil. Screwing it up, so that's why they have to keep sending people back.
Yeah, I guess.
Isn't it revealed that Dr. Evil, they're brothers or they're...
I don't want to give it away. Let's talk about it next.
Yeah, we'll talk about it with the third one. But I was like, wait a minute, they just gave this. Isn't that the third one? Because they mention it in this one. Remember, he's like, I'm your father. He's like, no, I'm not really. I don't know. But yeah, if you're looking for consistency, this was pretty consistent. They dropped this quick. This came out 2 years after the first one, so they were still on that line. I think there's more of a time gap between the second and the third one though that they made.
I don't think much more. I think it might have only been 3 years for the third one.
Maybe.
Yeah. We saw Mustafa. Mustafa showed up.
Yes. And he's darker in this one.
Yeah. He is.
Michael York is back as Basil. Yeah. Wagner was number 2 again, but then they had the younger, and Rob Lowe played the younger number 2. Mm-hmm. Seth Green back as Scott Evil. Mindy Sterling is back as Frau. Vern Troyer, Mini Me. I mean, I remember this, man. Mini Me was a cultural thing. Yes, it was a cultural thing. Like he really blew up with that.
He bites. What?
Yeah. He bites. Up here with Will Ferrell doing this. Will Ferrell's back. He's pretty funny. Who else is in?
We forgot the opening credits where Mike Myers is naked because he realized his signal again and he's running around the hotel.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
You're right. It was part 3 came out 3 years after this one.
Oh, okay. And I
3
knew it
years,
was
okay.
fairly close, but it was
Yeah. The Spy Who Shagged. Anything else you guys want to say about this?
I
mean,
didn't love both of the post-credit scenes. I thought they were funny, but I think they
Yeah.
kind of dragged on a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, with he had the two Austins. He's like, I don't
I
blame
thought
you,
that
baby.
I'm just waiting for it to get really inappropriate.
Yeah. Now I will say this. Like this scene you got right now, I like Austin Powers' outfits.
Yes.
Like this right here, and the one that was like at the beginning with the multicolored, the whole suit was like a rainbow.
Yes.
Those are some like I need those. I need that in my role.
Well, there's the one too where he was wearing like a peach shirt and he had the rainbow pants.
Yeah. I was like,
I'm sorry.
he's
That's something only
talented.
Austin could pull up. He's the only one that could pull that off.
Hey, I could try though.
Right. You got to do the haircut
movie.
too, though.
Yeah.
This was fun. Let's see. All right, what's everybody's score? See, Bizzle, let's see what you think. What's your score in this movie?
Out of what? What's the ranking again?
Out of 10.
Out of 10? Oh yeah, that's right. I give it a solid 9.
Woo!
I had a lot of fun with this. I was cracking up laughing, and
Papa,
good thing that everybody was gone out the house because they would have wondered why I was laughing so hard.
Papa also gives it a 9. All right, Cliff.
9.
9. High marks on this, huh?
Wow.
Green shirt guy.
Really,
So what did
really
I get
good.
last week? I think I gave the first one a 7, right? I liked it, but it,
So,
I
right.
think so.
So this one I think is a lot better. I don't know if I can quite get to a 9. I really do like this one though. So I'm gonna go 8.5.
yeah.
Okay, 8.5. I'm gonna agree with you, Green Sugar. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I don't think it's on the 9 level. Just because I thought it wasn't funnier. And
I did actually.
or less funnier. You know what I mean? I thought it was just consistent with what it was doing.
But also the reason why I gave it a 9 is because you have a lot of iconic characters that you could be referencing even to today with Mini Me and Fat Bastard and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So that's why I got it higher than. I think I got it the first one at 8. So that's why I said I had to go at least one higher than the first one.
I think in the third one, if I remember, and I'll find out this week, they go a little too Mini Me heavy.
Yes.
I think so.
But it's still. I mean, if I remember correctly, there's still some stuff in the third one that I just let me put it this way. Like I said, there was a guy I used to work with, a Dutch guy, and we would quote these movies all day long. And there's some stuff in the third one that I would turn the corner scenes from far ends of the aisle and just quote it at each other. So I mean, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to watch.
And it's got Beyonce, baby.
Smoking pancake.
Only thing I didn't like, we'll talk about it next week, but only thing I didn't feel like Beyonce was like the leading lady like the other two ladies were in the movies.
Gotcha.
Like his love interest, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't think she's.
They kind of hint at it a little bit, but it's not real serious. Like he's not always trying to shag Beyonce throughout the movie.
But she's it's her first movie in real life.
Yeah,
right,
isn't it?
I think so.
Right.
I don't know.
I think it is. She's still part of.
So
Destiny's
I think it was
Child,
one of
I think,
those
in that
things where,
movie,
like,
too.
we want you in it and we want to showcase you, but also like it's her first time. Let's not get crazy.
And again, I don't think. I think she's still part of Destiny's Child. I don't think she's on her own yet.
2007.
I could be wrong. I mean, I'm just trying to remember the timeline on that.
Maybe. All right. So that's the Spy Who Shagged Me. Everybody gave it above an 8, so I recommend that. Next week we are doing Gold Member. That is Austin Powers 3.
Austin Powers.
Final one after that. Then Cliff will do his trilogy after that. We'll keep that a surprise. None of us know. He'll let us know next week what that is.
Don't worry. I promise it'll be something that I enjoy.
I think this series could only have gone to 3 because if we keep going, I mean, Mike Myers wouldn't not been on set. He's playing like 6 characters by then.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm sure he's like worn out. That's why. Well, they are developing a 4th.
Really?
Was it like Son of Austin Powers?
I don't know, but
I mean,
he's
now
already.
that would be fun. That would be fun.
They are developing a fourth one, so we shall.
That would be the right thing to do because he is
That
not
would
young.
be really funny. Is if he's still being who he is now, and his kid is like so just embarrassed that he's around.
Yeah.
That would be fun. But then somehow is drawn into whatever the world plot is, and that would be really funny.
Yeah. Like, Dad, you gotta respect women.
Right.
He learns to respect women.
Yeah, he did.
I think he's always had respect of women. I just think it's part of
The
the
sex
culture, the culture of his respect of women.
Yeah.
Like in the 60s and all that. He's not a bad guy. He's just acting like his culture.
And he
You know what
also
I mean?
likes to shag. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's next week is Gold Member, guys. You gotta watch Gold Member so you can be up to date on that. And we'll be back 5 o'clock, 2 p.m. Pacific for film and box office news next Sunday. Tomorrow, it's New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week, ladies and gentlemen. Episode number 84. Oh, do we have mega prize? So many books to give away.
and I won't be leaving this time.
Green Shirt Guy will be in for the whole show. You have to tune in so you can try to win a duck, so you can be entered into the end of the month contest. I think this is probably going to be one of the biggest giveaways we've given away so far because there's tons of giveaways. I got a couple new surprises tomorrow as well. I think you guys will like them for the giveaway. And we're going to go over all the new keys, all the new books, all the hot comics to get you better prepared for New Comic Book Day this Wednesday. And we should have a new Comic Book Day episode this Wednesday, God willing that nothing happens to anybody.
Gotta take your
it
stuff.
should be fun. Yeah. I will be there. I got a feeling everything will be great this week. But tune in tomorrow, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific, New Keys of Hot Comics of the Week, so you can be entered into win our monthly contest. All right, let's give a shout out to everybody that was in the building. Let me get up in these comments up here. All the way to the top. All right, here we go. Las Cruces was in the house. Thank you, Las Cruces, for always joining us. Big Lion Cat 646 was in the house. Thank you for joining us. John's Comics with Kids was in the house. Thank you for joining us. Black Crown Comics was in the house. Thank you for joining us. Kamaria was in the house. Thank you for joining us. Comic Cap Collectibles was in the house. Thank you for joining us. Circumstances was in the house. Thank you for joining us. Big Larry Jackson, Big L was in the house. Thank you for joining us. Phil's Treehouse is in the house. Thank you for joining us. Meet Wad number 1. Thank you for joining us. Aggressively Relaxing was in the house. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for that Dune information. It was very, very, very helpful. And also, finally, want to welcome back Papa Wheelie back in the building. Shout out to Papa Wheelie. Thank you for joining us in here, Papa Wheelie. Hopefully, we'll all be back again next week. And then Phil will be here as well. So it'll be a big, big, big house. It's growing. It's great. It's great stuff. All right. So, for myself, for Green Shirt Guy, for Cliff, for Papa Wheelie, and for Steve Bizzle, and of course, for Phil, love you. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes?